Here are the top 3 ways for you to stay consistent with your weight loss. Again, even during the holiday seasons. Number 1, quit overcomplicating things. One of the biggest pitfalls I see women make is by listening to too many voices. They follow 5, 10, 15 different online Instagram, YouTube influencers and fitness experts that are all offering these different pieces of advice and information. And they're stuck trying to piece together all these different pieces of advice and make it work for them and their specific situation. Another way that so many women overcomplicate things is by hopping from one fad diet to the next, hoping that the next fad diet they're on will be the one that actually works for them. You know, these fad diets, they'll ask you to track everything you eat in some food app. They'll ask you to completely change and revitalize the way that you buy food and the foods that you buy and how you shop and how you prepare that food, how you cook that food, how you weigh that food and measure it, how you track your macros and all of your calories. Do you actually want to live your life that way? I'm willing to bet that you really don't. That just overcomplicates your life, brings stress into your life. Who's actually got the time for that anyway? Do you? Instead, you need to find, listen to, and focus on following the advice of just one trusted voice. When you have one trusted authority and voice in your corner, you can block out all the extra noise because you can focus on exactly what you need to be doing now and be doing next in order to improve your health and lose your weight. Instead of you getting paralyzed by analysis paralysis because you're trying to piece together all the different random pieces of information from a number of different sources and voices in your head. The second way for you to stay consistent with your weight loss is you need to silence those subtle thoughts in your mind. Those thoughts, they sound a bit like this. Oh, I need to do this. Oh, I have to do this. You see, those thoughts, they hit you at a subconscious level. You're not actively really consciously aware of them or thinking of them. But if you fail to silence them, those subconscious thoughts are gonna continuously reinforce to your brain that this whole losing weight thing is hard. In fact, that it's too hard and you need to quit now while you're ahead. When your brain is essentially consistently getting the message that, man, this is hard. This is a painful sacrifice to do this. There's no wonder why you're struggling to stay consistent over the long haul to improve your health and make any real progress on your weight loss journey. Just take a quick moment with me right now, just to reflect. How often, really, on an average day, are you probably having that thought? Oh, I need to. Oh, I have to. If we get really honest, if you're anything like most women struggle in this area. And the answer is a lot. I've had that thought a lot roaming through my mind. Look, my goal in saying this is not at all to have you feel bad about it or to embarrass you if you have those thoughts or those feelings. But my goal is to have you become aware of the fact that those thoughts on a subconscious level, that they're likely there for you. And to make you intentional about working to silence them when they pop in your head. Because if you're not aware that they exist, you're not going to be and you can't be intentional about working to silence them. By not silencing those voices, it's death by 1,000 cuts. It's a very subtle and slow reinforcement in your brain that this is too hard, which is going to have you eventually lose consistency on your weight loss journey. So, how do you actually, on a practical level, silence those thoughts? Well, one way is by implementing the third thing I'm about to tell you right now. But first, before I cover the third point, if you've been enjoying this video and been getting a lot from it, let me know down below by hitting the thumbs up button. Thanks so much for doing that, by the way. I really appreciate it. Okay, The third easy way to stay consistent with your weight loss is for you to keep your why top of mind. Your why is your reason or your single greatest source of motivation for why losing this weight is important to you in the first place. When you're faced with temptation to eat something, and some things, maybe a food is pushed in front of you, which happens a lot during the holidays, by the way, or maybe you're just struggling mentally, emotionally, physically with exhaustion and fatigue, and you're struggling to just stay consistent because of that. Reflecting on your why is so vital to you staying consistent on your weight loss journey. Reflecting on why this is so important to you and reflecting on how your life is gonna change as a result of you achieving your weight loss goal, girl, that's everything when it comes to you staying consistent in this weight loss journey. Keep in mind though, for your why to be a strong source of motivation to keep you consistent on your weight loss journey, your why has to go much deeper than surface level. It's gotta go beyond your head and it's gotta connect with your heart. If you've enjoyed this video, I promise you, you're really gonna enjoy this video next. Go ahead and click into this video and I'll see you over there.